So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On the return, Carter. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Faking the give, now Watson. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble, it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you.
Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Johnson. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action now, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Whitney merciless, barreling in for the sack.
You can't stop me.
3rd and 9. That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Cousins now from the 50. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Okay, now I want to revisit what we were doing earlier, contender versus pretender. We did the AFC, let's rock the NFC here, starting with the New York Giants.
Pretender, but much improved.
Okay, NFC North, how about the Vikings?
Contender, no doubt about it.
Carolina in the South, what do you think there?
Contender and ascending.
Okay, the quarterback play has become a good thing for them. Finally, out west, how about the Arizona Cardinals?
Pretender. The division's just way too tough. There are 3 teams better than them.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Wow. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. Running for it. Here's Hyde. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run high. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Again, running right, it's high. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They'll run for it. High. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. From the gun, here's Watson. Being chased out, and he will score. It's a touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans push further out in front.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is to
rush coming, and he's taken down. Whitney Merciless picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
X3, 218, jump.
To throw, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Cousins on 1st down. Setting up the screen for Cook. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll throw again. Cousins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Now Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Dancing to his left. Lets it fly for Thielen. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where
under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 34 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
I'm coming after you. Hey, Steven. I'm coming after you. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. All day, baby, all day. Hey, no, easy. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Let's go, tight end, let's go.
Throwing his Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.